An argument is a statement that you make to persuade your readers to agree with your point of view. As I said, this will usually be in the form of a paragraph or sometimes several paragraphs, depending on the length of your essay and the importance of the point you're making. How will you support each of your arguments? You will need evidence. No argument is valid without evidence. Again, an argument is an assertion or claim open to challenge. It's a persuasive statement of the validity of truth of something. Evidence is how we demonstrate that the argument is valid or true. In an academic essay, evidence includes research findings, writing by experts in the field, statistics, data from reputable sources, and many other discipline-specific sources. Without a claim, evidence is not persuasive, but instead is only a summary of facts or the ideas of others. Similarly, without any evidence, your argument is not persuasive, but rather just a subjective opinion. In this lecture, we talk about argument and then in the next lecture about evidence. Notice that in writing, these both go hand in hand. The information in the body of an essay needs to be organized analytically in order to be persuasive. Once you have decided how to group the information to form strong arguments, you can develop each of these arguments. Look at these steps in argument organization. Present the argument in support of the thesis statement. Provide evidence to support your argument. Elaborate on evidence if necessary. Critically evaluate evidence. Link the argument back to thesis statement. Now I'm asking you to press the pause button and carefully read the paragraph. You can also print this table, which can be found in the resource file for this lecture. Don't forget to come back. Present the argument. Provide evidence to support the argument. Elaborate on evidence. Critically evaluate the evidence. Positive. Link the argument back to thesis statement. This is a typical structure of an argument. In an academic essay, it can be a very persuasive technique to deal with counter-arguments. How can you do it? First, introduce an argument that contradicts your thesis statement. Second, evaluate the evidence and discredit it or negatively critique it. And third, reinforce your thesis statement again. By doing this, you double defend your position. Here is the structure of an integrated argument and counter-argument. Present the argument in support of your thesis statement. Provide evidence to support your argument. Elaborate on the evidence if necessary. Critically evaluate the evidence. Positive evaluation. Nothing new so far. And here we will add a counter-argument. Present the counter-argument and evidence. Critically evaluate evidence. This time it is a negative evaluation. Show that the evidence is inadequate or incomplete. Reconfirm the argument. Optionally, you can link the argument back to thesis statement. Let's look at the example now, and your task will be to identify the parts of the structure for this paragraph. Again, pause this video, read the text, and print it if necessary. Ready to get the answers? Here we go. Present the argument, provide evidence, counter-argument, critical evaluation, negative, reconfirming the argument. Counter-arguments can also be located in different places of your essay. A counter-argument can either be integrated into an argument paragraph, as you have just seen, or it can appear in a separate paragraph. You can even place it in the introduction, for example, presenting an accepted point of view you will argue against. You can also write a paragraph with the counter-argument just before the conclusion of your essay. The creativity will come with your experience. Now, evidence.